Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Ayokunle. If you're new, please do subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, also please click the like button. So today I'm going to be discussing a very underrated, very important topic titled "What You Must Know Before Moving Abroad," either as an international student or as a tourist or whatever. So you have to keep watching. The last point is often not spoken about. It's so important. As someone who has moved around a little bit, I realize so many people or many immigrants, they overlook so many very vital points. And the first thing I'm going to inform you about is know how to manage your money. That's the first. Know how to manage your money. Budgeting is crucial. Before you can actually know how to budget, you must know the cost of living in the country you are going to. You have to do your research. You have to find out the cost of living, about the cost of living, like expenses such as food, transport, and other expenses like that. So you can actually analyze how your spending habit is going to be like. So cost of living is very important. Plan your money, because if you don't do this, probably the first couple of weeks or maybe 2 to 3 weeks, you are going to be stranded. You are going to be without any money on you. So plan your money, know the cost of living of the country before you depart. The second point is for you to know the potential, the job prospect of the country you are going to. You must be able to find out what are the job opportunities that I'm going to have a chance of getting. What are the job opportunities in the country you are going to? Find out about the job prospects. If you have this information, it's going to be highly unlikely to be financially stranded when you get there. So do your research, know the job prospects. But I'm going to warn you guys, ensure you don't depend on the jobs, especially for the first couple of months, maybe the first 2 to 3 months. Make sure you have enough money to take care of yourself for the first couple of months. That goes back to my first point of budgeting. So make sure you budget your money, make sure you know the job prospect, but at the same time, don't depend on any job for the first couple of months. Make sure you have enough money that will take care of your expenses for the first 2, 3, 4 months. That's going to give you a little bit of space to find the right job and to be able to settle down without getting desperate. The third point is know the culture of the country. You have to know the culture of the country. You have to know the way of life of the people, their mentality, how they see people of color, if you're a black person, to know if they are very receptive, how they react to foreigners, how they treat foreigners, if they are friendly or not. So this is going to give you an idea of how to relate to the people if you understand the culture, if you understand the mentality of the people, if you know how they react to your type of person. And also make sure you know the type of language they speak in the country, especially if you're going to Europe. People going to Europe, except the UK, the European countries speak their indigenous language. So make sure you have an idea of the kind of language they speak, and be prepared mentally to be able to cope with the way, to be able to cope, especially for the first couple of months, because it's not going to be easy if you're moving to Europe. The language problem is always an issue. Make sure you are aware, so you are not going to be caught off guard. So the fourth one is food and weather. So let me talk about the food. If you're coming from Nigeria, for example, you must be able to, locate the Nigerian restaurants online. Make sure you find out about the information of the restaurants, your local restaurants around in the city you're going to be staying, and the cost of food in that restaurant. So make sure you find out all this information about the weather. If you're going to eastern part of Europe, find out about the information about the weather. For example, in eastern part of Europe, during winter it could be as cold as minus 35 degrees Celsius, and during summer it could be as hot as maybe 35, 36 degrees Celsius. If you're departing your home country during the winter, be aware before you travel, so you can target certain type of clothes while traveling. So it's so important for you to find out about the weather before departure. So this last point is often not spoken about, and that is health. Make sure you visit your physician before you depart. Make sure you you test yourself before you travel, in case you never know, you may have a particular disease or an allergy. So you need to be aware in advance, because the cost of medical attention abroad is very expensive, as a foreigner especially. In case you need to do any surgery or any procedure whatsoever, make sure you get all those stuff done and collect the medications necessary before you depart. Because once you arrive abroad and you have a particular disease, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So make sure you get your medicals done before you depart. And in case there's any findings, you can take care of yourself before you leave your country. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please, before you go, hit the like button and also share. Subscribe if this is your first time, and I'll see you guys again the next time.